Good morning, goeiemorgen, Mwapenduka. Rise and shine. This is another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee, where we give you just the right dose of your morning entertainment to kickstart your day with fabulosity, entertainment news, and everything in between. My name is Aina Raizakoyo, and on today's Smell the Coffee, I'm so excited to be chatting with the top 10 Miss Namibia finalist 2024. Such a group of amazing ladies, and I am so excited for their journey, and I cannot wait to introduce them to you so that you get to know a little bit of who your next queen might be.
Voting now open. The Best of 061 Express Followers' Choice Awards. By voting, you stand a chance to win your share of 50,000 Namibian dollars in cash. From the 4th to the 23rd of June 2024. Do you know the best of the best in Windhoek? It's time to recognize them. Living in Windhoek, DIY home improvement. Glam it up, eating out, food, drinks, and be merry. Services, automotive, shopping, babies and kids, and travel and leisure. To vote, save the number 085 785 6231 and WhatsApp hashtag 061 Express or scan the QR code.
Joining me right now is the lovely Osha. She is a Miss Namibia top 10 finalist, and she is in the running to become our next queen. First of all, Osha, congratulations, for making it this far into the competition. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself, just so that we can get to know who our queen is?
Okay, so thank you so much for having me even in this weather. My name is Osha Nanitha. I am 25. I turned 25 last month, and I am a nursing student as well as a fashion consultant currently. Yeah.
Okay, and then how has your experience been so far in the competition?
My experience so far has been a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
It's been tough. There are days where I literally contemplated, like, Lord, is this for me? But I can also say that I truly enjoy being here.
All right. Taking part in a national competition takes up so much of one's free time.
Yes.
So before entering the competition, what was Osha doing in her free time?
In my free time, oh my gosh, I love to read. I am a bookworm.
Nice.
I enjoy a good book. So that's what I used to do in my free time. So if not reading, and then I would mostly spend most of my time with my younger brothers. Yeah, because they're really young. They're 5 and 7 years old, so that's what I used to do.
Oh, you're like a big sister.
Yes, I'm the only girl.
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, as a beauty queen, you need to be fit. You need to lead a healthy lifestyle. So then how do you balance, a healthy work life, also while balancing, a good, healthy lifestyle, basically? The balance between your work and your physical lifestyle. Yeah.
I can definitely say it's really hard trying to balance the two, but for me, for example, one thing I really try to do is just avoid burning out. So if I can get a break in between, I prioritize my me time, So I always try to get free time, even just to sleep and take a nap, just to recover, to recuperate, because it's really not easy. Our schedules are so hectic. You're running all over the place. You have so many tasks to do. So that's what I really try to do, just to ground myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poverty is a pressing issue in this country. Like we have drought, we have water scarcity. Things are not looking good for an ordinary Namibian citizen. So how would you go about, addressing some of these issues such as poverty?
Well, when it comes to poverty, there are many causes that lead up to that, and I feel like in our country, most of the people that suffer, especially for example in Windhoek, the capital city, most people flock to the capital city because of different opportunities, you know, better schooling, better jobs. So I think if we could sort of create more infrastructure that can help the smaller towns to progress, it would really help eradicate the whole poverty situation, because most people wouldn't just flock to the capital city in search of a job, and
If
then
they
end
had
up,
the job in their
had
towns.
the job, exactly.
Yeah.
And it would be so much easier. I think life would actually be easier if that were the case.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if you are to be crowned Miss Namibia 2024, what are you going to change? What are you bringing to the table? What is your advocacy?
Okay, so my advocacy focuses on raising awareness about children that are born and living with different kinds of disabilities. And this is very special to me because one of my younger brothers is autistic and he goes to a special school, Dagbrek Special School. And having growing up with him, seeing how he copes with life every day, it made me realize that every single Namibian child is special. You know, children with disabilities, most people look at them and they're like, oh my goodness, this child won't be able to do anything for themselves in the future. They'll always be dependent, but that is not always the case.
Yeah.
We can take them to special schools and they tend to be one of the most hardworking people that you ever see. And you know, I just feel like that is my advocacy. So that is what I truly want to raise awareness about. But apart from that, I want to focus on education as a whole. The Namibian child is very important and they are our future, so I want to be that person that not only serves as a role model to our females, our fellow female companions, but also to Namibians alike and the Namibian child specifically.
Okay, and
Yes.
what is your final words, maybe advice, words of encouragement to young Namibians who are looking up to you?
Well, my final words would be, don't give up. Life isn't always as easy as, you know, life isn't easy in general. And I know opportunities and stuff like that don't come easily, but try to make the best out of every situation that you have. Keep on working hard, keep on persevering, and always remember to be resilient as well as kind-hearted to the very next person that you meet, because you never know when you're going to need them in your life or what kind of impact that you will leave them with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Osha, thank you so much for this lovely conversation. You are a very sweet and
Thank
genuine
you.
person. I can sense it in our conversation, and I wish you all the best in the competition.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. We will be right back. Stay with us.
The Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, in collaboration with the Namibia Tourism Board and the Ondonga Traditional Authority, will be hosting the Itotha Carnival at the Kangonde Sotpan in the Oshikoto region from 27th June to 1st July 2024. Expect a fun-filled weekend including traditional dishes, cookout competitions, totem parades, traditional games, horse riding, skydiving and quad biking. Accommodation facilities will be available at cost. The Itotha Carnival, celebrating our ancient heritage.
Gracing our presence right now is Jodie Bernard, and she is here to tell us all about herself. She has made it to the top 10 finalists of Miss Namibia, and that is a huge deal. That means she is a little step closer to becoming our next queen. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I am fantastic. Congratulations on, progressing to the next stage of Miss Namibia. I was a Miss Namibia top 10 finalist myself, and I know it really means a lot, and I understand the work that you put in it just for you to get to that stage. So congratulations. Please tell us about yourself, just a little bit about who Jodie is.
Okay, so my name is Jodie Barnard. I am 22 years old, born and raised in Windhoek. I actually never thought that I would be taking part in Miss Namibia one day.
Nice.
It was a very, I want to say, sudden decision for me. It was, to me, always a thing of, I've always looked up to these women, but I've never seen myself really being able to fill those kind of shoes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had so much encouragement from my friends and my family. And then I finally felt ready to take this leap, and I'm so glad that I did. It
Yeah.
has been such an amazing experience. I've learned so much about our country, about our cultures, even about myself. It's really been, up to now, an incredible experience.
Love that. And I love how you speak about it with so much joy and so much pride, like somebody who is really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the journey is about. It's really about enjoying and being in the moment. It's not so much about being
Yeah.
crowned, but just taking in all the lessons and all the experience, and I love that for you. Now we understand that you have a job, so how do you
Yes.
then, you know, juggle being employed and also taking part in this competition?
So in the beginning, it was a bit of a challenge for me.
Yeah.
It was difficult. I felt it took a bit of a toll on me. But you know, as the time progressed, I really learned to, you know, find a balance between the two. And you know, while you know the job pays the bills, but you've got to have some
Passion.
sense of enjoyment as well. And I think that took a long time for me to realize.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that I did, because you know, I'm really now living the best of both worlds. I'm loving my job, but I'm loving this experience as well.
Love. So what are some of the challenges that you have faced, you know, juggling your new job with pageant preparations? Are you facing any challenges, or are you just taking the day as it comes and you're like, you know what, I'm Jody, I've got this covered?
So it is obviously, you know, planning well ahead has been a bit of a challenge for me,
Yeah.
because you know, as in pageantry, some things, you know, it's not always, and nothing goes according to plan or according to the schedule always. But you know, I think just like managing to work around it is very important, and it's something that has been a bit of a challenge for me. But we are taking it day for day.
Yeah.
But I think with time,
Love that for you. Okay, so what does Jody do in her free time? Do you have any downtime? Do you have time to just relax? You seem to be like a busy girl. What are you doing?
I do feel I am actually quite a social butterfly. And
Okay.
I think it's quite important for me to spend time with my friends and my family.
Love
and I
that.
think that is what I've been spending, you know, most of my free time doing. Because at the end of the day, I feel they are the people that really encourage me to take part in this process, and I don't want to neglect that.
Yeah,
for
and they
this.
recharge you.
Yes, and I feel they've really been able to, you know, keep me going, and they've been giving me this positive comments and motivation that just makes every day a little bit easier to tackle. So that's definitely who I'm spending most
Okay.
of my free time with.
Awesome. So what is your idea or opinion rather on social grant? Like, you know, there are some people who want to get 500 a month just to upkeep themselves. What's your take on that? Do you think the government should support everyone with 500 a month, or do you think that perhaps maybe everyone should go out there and work to make their own 500?
I do believe that, you know, in our country we aren't all as privileged as, you know, the next person sitting next to you, which does make it a challenge. But I can't actually remember when it was, but a while back I had actually stopped at a robot and there was a guy, you know, who had just offered to wipe my windscreen,
Yeah.
for example. And you know, I think small acts like that, you know, and you are just asking me $5 for that, but
Yeah.
such a small act, you know, and you are really giving your part, makes me want to donate more to you. And I think that is really important, is that, you know, as much as the government should support us, we should also be doing our part. So, you know, I think it's a very one hand washes the other situation. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, if you are to be crowned Miss Namibia 2024, what are you going to advocate for? What can we look forward to? What would you change, or what would you not change?
Okay, so, you know, my advocacy is conscious empowerment of women. And I'm not sure if you know this, but I actually studied to be a chef. And that is a big passion to me. And I really want to, you know, encourage young women to take that on, because a lot of young women, you know, they're expected to play this role and they're expected to, you know, be able to cook, but where are they getting this knowledge from? So I would like to, you know, start, or during my advocacy, I would like to educate young women to, you know, to cook like basic nutritious meals. So that is definitely something that's in the pipeline.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right, Jody, thank you so much for joining us on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
On your journey to Miss Namibia 2024.
Thank you, and it was a great honor to be here today.
You're welcome. We will be right back. Stay with us.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican street sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
A combination of healthy eating, fitness, and a little bit of coffee beans, courtesy of Seattle, is a formula to a long, healthy life. Now, let's have a look at our wellness segment.
Hi, I'm Fadia Siebrits here at Unique Medi Spa and Ivy Clinic. Today I'm going to do a facial for my client. Today we are assessing her skin and seeing exactly what she will need. So the pigment corrective facial or discoloration facial will normally involve some kind of peel, either with a mandelic type of acid or a very light TCA acid. It just really depends on the condition that her skin is in at the moment. So then what it does is just going to remove surface layers of dead skin cells. She might find some flaking with some of the peels. Other peels doesn't really cause flaking, it causes more of a microscopic peeling. And then once those skin cells flake off, then the underlying skin tone and skin color comes up, which looks a lot brighter, a lot more glowy and healthy. So let's just get into the facial. I'm going to start cleansing the face now. Okay, so just cleansing and we're getting off all the makeup, we're getting off all bacteria, anything on the skin that we don't want on the skin before we can apply any of our chemicals on the skin. Okay, so we're going to go in with an enzyme exfoliator, and this just gives an even exfoliation of her skin. So rather than having a granular type of exfoliation, this is more of a chemical exfoliation, where it just digests the little dead skin cells on the surface, so that whatever peel we do put on the skin will then just penetrate even better into the skin. It's going to rub that in just to activate it. Gonna put a little bit over her lips as well, because the lips also have some dead skin cells. Using your night cream. Okay. And sunscreen both. Every day.
So what I do is the scrub, the facial wash.
I am just busy doing extractions. So I'm doing extractions on her nose, her chin area, and then she had a few little whiteheads on the forehead. So what these whiteheads is basically dead skin cells that has buildup on the surface of the skin, and then they go into the pores, they mix with the oil production, and then they make these little whiteheads. So we're just squeezing them out. So a lot of people get them around the nose and the chin, but just depending on your skin type as well as your pore size and how your home care routine is will really depend on how many of them you have. So what we're going to apply to her skin today is a very gentle TCA peel, and we're just going to apply a very light layer onto her skin because I really want to get rid of the discoloration that she has on her skin at this moment. So after about 3 or 4 days, her skin will gently flake away. It's not going to be an intensive peeling, but then once that flaking is gone, we're going to see a brighter, more even skin tone reflect from underneath all these surface layers of dead skin cells. So all the peels we do here at our unique MediSpa branch, certain ones are specifically for areas like the elbows, the underarms. We have clients who struggle with dark knees as well as dark feet, inner thighs, the back of the bum cheeks. Wherever there is discoloration, we do have peels that we have for those areas. We do a skin assessment first so that we can determine, because everyone's skin is different, so that we can determine what treatment would be best. But we do have a variety of different options, just so that we can cater for each and everyone's needs. These peels work very well with a good program regarding how many exactly you would need for your specific skin tone as well as your condition. Just have to add it.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.com.na.
That has been our time on today's edition of Smell the Coffee. We do look forward to hearing from you. You can absolutely engage us in the comment sections and let us know what you thought of our show today. What do you think of the 2 top 10 finalists that we brought you this morning? Are you rooting for them, or rather, who is your favorite Miss Namibia top 10 finalist? On that note, it's all my love, all my light, and I will see you again on Monday, same time, same place.